Hello, this is Marlon Hester for my Advanced Technical Writing class 393. This video will cover installing CentOS 7 using the VirtualBox application on a Windows desktop. So the first step of this video requires that we navigate to the virtualbox.org website. Here we'll find several choices to download VirtualBox version 5.0.6. In the case of this video, we're going to download VirtualBox for the Windows desktop. Now, once you've downloaded VirtualBox you'll see an icon labeled VirtualBox on the Windows desktop. You want to double click on this icon. So it's going to bring up a dialog box for the Oracle VM VirtualBox 5.0.6 setup. Here you're going to go ahead and click Next. And basically, for the purposes of this video, we're going to go ahead and accept all the defaults. We're going to go ahead and create a shortcut on the desktop, create a shortcut in Quick Launch Bar, and register all the file associations. And this is just an informational dialog box, letting you know that there are some network interfaces that will reset network connection and temporarily disconnect you from the network. You can proceed with the installation now. So we're just going to go ahead and hit install. So at this point, VirtualBox is going to prompt you to install certain software, device software, that will allow you to connect your virtual machine, your Windows virtual machine, or your CentOS virtual machine that we're going to be installing in VirtualBox, to the network local to your desktop. We're going to go ahead and hit install here. So now that the installation has actually been completed, as you can see, Oracle VM VirtualBox 5.0.6 installation is complete. Click Finish button to exit the setup wizard, and we're going to leave this box checked by default. Start Oracle VirtualBox 5.0.6 started at the end of the installation. So I'm going to go ahead and click Finish here, and this is our VirtualBox manager. So this is the environment where we're actually going to install CentOS 7 in VirtualBox. So after this step has been completed, we can go ahead and proceed with downloading the actual CentOS 7 installer or ISO file. So we're going to go ahead and navigate to CentOS.org, and as you'll see here, there's a number of ISO files that you can download. And I've just gone ahead and decided to choose the first one. And for the purposes of this video, to keep it short, I've gone ahead and already started the download of the CentOS ISO to my desktop. And it takes several hours because it's about 8 gigs in size. And as you can imagine, that takes quite a bit of time. So I'm going to go ahead and skip to the part where we actually start downloading, or installing, I should say, the CentOS 7 into the VirtualBox manager environment. Okay, so now we're back to the Oracle VM VirtualBox manager, and we're going to go ahead and select New. We're going to go ahead and type a name for it. This is CentOS, of course, and we're going to go ahead and CentOS. And you have a number of choices based off of the CentOS environment, and we're going to go ahead and accept the default choice because it's based off of Red Hat Linux 32-bit. So we're going to go ahead and hit Next. Now here we can go ahead and decide what amount of memory we want to provide. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a full gig of memory. So of course, this is predicated off of how much you actually have locally on your desktop machine. I have about 4 gigs on this particular machine, so I'm going to go ahead and give it 1 gig of memory dedicated to the virtual machine that we're going to use for our CentOS installation. Go ahead and click Next. Now here is where I can go ahead and create a hard drive, so it's essentially a virtual disk for the CentOS installation. I'm going to go ahead and create a virtual disk now, so I'm going to leave that selection checked, and I'm going to go ahead and click Create. And here I'm going to select VirtualBox Disk Image, so this is the default. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a fixed size. I just like to provide a fixed size, so I'm going to go ahead and I think for the purposes of this video, we're going to go ahead and provide 10 gigs of dedicated space for the CentOS hard drive, virtual disk drive. And I'm going to click Create. So here it's actually creating the virtual disk to be used for the CentOS installation. So now once the virtual disk has been created, you'll see the CentOS VM created here as a selection under your VirtualBox manager environment. So I'm going to go ahead and it's already highlighted. I can go ahead and click the Start button. So the next window that will pop up is the Select Startup Disk. And of course we downloaded the ISO file to the desktop. So I'm going to browse for the CentOS 7 ISO file. I'm going to select that and click Open. And now I have that as my selection here for Startup Disk. And I'm going to hit that Start to start the installation process of CentOS virtual machine under the VirtualBox environment. I'm going to select Install CentOS 7. So once the installation of CentOS is completed, the desktop environment that you'll see is this CentOS desktop, GUI desktop here with computer, CentOS home, and trash. So once you want to power off the virtual machine, you just go here, power off the CentOS, and you're ready to start it up at any time and use it for purposes of playing around with your CentOS desktop. Thank you.